Okay, right, release the mad dogs. Brace yourself. So this is video number 2 of today. Today being Wednesday, I think it's about the 10th, April 2024. We're still here. A lot of people were jumping up and down about the eclipse a couple of days ago, saying that it's going to be the end of the world. I'm over at a place called Nightingale Wood, which is on the kind of the east side of Swindon, and the weather has changed somewhat from earlier this morning, but it's still kind of drone flying weather. Not so much out here in the open spaces, but once you get in the woods themselves, it's a lot calmer in there, because the woods, they do tend to just add as a bit of a filter for the wind, a bit of a windbreak, let's say. Anyway, take the dogs for a walk first, and then we'll set ourselves up and we go for a drone flight and see what we can see. Right, so I had another incident. It doesn't take much to break the prop guards, but what I have done, I've actually got some super glue with some cotton wool, and I bonded it together that way. So I've done that one there. I think I've done this one here as well. So kind of hoping that that's going to well, last, let's say, but we'll find out, because I'm bound to get a bit of an accident or an incident in this wood, just because it's just so dense. It's just so much wood to hit. There's probably more wood than spaces, it seems, but going to be an interesting flight, this one. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay, right, so I was bored out my skull earlier. I was indoors. What can I do? Housework, washing up. Nah, let's go and fly my drone. So that's the reason why I'm here. Out to fly my drone. And who can blame me, eh? Right, okay. We're going to be firing on 1080p 60 frames per second on this particular little outing, let's say. I don't see a huge difference between 2.7K and 1080p at 60 frames per second. Doesn't seem to be much difference, not when I upload it to YouTube anyway. I'm not sure what YouTube do to it. They might compress it or something, and I don't know. They do something strange with it anyway. So here we go. So I'm going to try the good old 1080p at 60 frames per second. At least I can shift it around on my PC without too many problems. Anyway, we're going to take a little scout through the woods and see what we can see. There might be something interesting in here. I don't think so, to be honest, just because there's just so many people walking their dogs in and around this wood. What wildlife was in here, I think, is probably gone a long time ago, been frightened away. That's the impact we have on nature, I'm afraid. But there we go. They call it progress, I guess, for someone. I don't know who mine, but oh, there we go. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, there's lots of things to run into in this wood. So I've got to be on my mettle. Got to be on my mettle, on my best flying behaviour, let's say, because you can run out of space very quickly in a place like this. Yeah, sorry guys, I uploaded one earlier, didn't I? Uploading again now. We'll made another video anyway. I just got so bored at home. Okay, I'm down on the ground. Will it take off, I wonder?
Take off.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's done it again. It's tangled me up. Oh, okay. Right, I think I have to go and retrieve it now. I don't think it's going to take off again for the second time. No, okay. Well, it was going to happen, wasn't it? I did say, didn't I, that we're going to get some incidents and some accidents literally just over there. So I'll go and pick it up, then we can fly again because I've got 87% battery power on it, but there we go. Just a little twig or a little something was enough to bring it down. I just hope the prop guards are okay. Bit of a test for it, but I think they'll be fine. Okay, here we go. Right, we found it. Okay, let's have a little check, shall we? That's the reason why, look, it didn't want to fly. Had a lot of rubbish around the prop. Right, prop guards are all good. So look at the props themselves, they're okay. And the gimbal, yep, it's working an absolute treat. Okay, right, so we're in Nightingale Wood. You can see it's a fairly sizable little wood, this one. Yeah, it's a nice size, to be fair. Lots of nice kind of pine forests around here. So just to give you a bit of an idea what it looks like from above. Very nice too. Okay, right, flight number 2. Going to take you in and amongst the trees. Bit of a shimmy. Ducking and diving, as they say, ducking and diving. And a duck and dive, I think, over that way. It's a bit blowy out here, so I prefer to get in the woods myself. Actually, it's better for my audio. So I can keep an eye on the drone as well, which is obviously a requirement from the CAA, the Communist Aviation Authority. Right, I'm going to pop you up a little bit. There we go. A nice little cruise through the woods and see what we can see once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for flying Andy Drone Air. Crash record, pretty abominable, so you're not really safe in my hands. If you have a nervous disposition, probably this is not the kind of video for you, I wouldn't have thought. No, you might want to go and see some cats playing with cotton wool or something. That might be a bit better for your stress levels. But anyway, if you like the woods and you like a little bit of countryside, let's say, then you probably come to the right place. Because we do see plenty of that on this channel. There we go. For those people who love the great outdoors, you come to the right place. Because I'm outdoors and it's absolutely bloody great. There we go. Anyway, yes. So it's been a pretty full-on sort of a day for me today. I was up early this morning, taking the wife to work, as the very obedient husband which she's got me trained to be now. I then went out to Badbury Clump, where I did some drone flying. That was interesting. I do like it out there, actually. It's not really my favourite place. I don't suppose I've really got a favourite place. If anywhere, I suppose it could be Savernake Forest, although that is quite a big old wood. It's a forest, you know, so yeah, lots to see there. Yeah, great trees around there. You can really kind of zip it around a little bit, have loads of fun if you like flying low and slow like I do. It really does test your drone flying ability, and I like to think that I'm actually improving. Some people might think, no Andy, you crash it all the time, so you're crap. And I kind of get that, actually, but to me, I like doing this. I like flying low and slow in the woods, because you just never know what you might see. I don't think we're going to see anything here today. I don't think we're going to see any abominable snowman, any Sasquatch, any great British lesser spotted Yeti. I don't think we're going to see any of those today. I don't think we're going to see any reptilians or Anunnaki or alien greys or anything weird like that. We might spot the odd pheasant. We might get lucky and spot the odd deer. But that's probably about as best as we're going to get, I reckon. No, but I do like these big kind of like... it's hardly Caledonian, this place. I like the big kind of Caledonian pine forests like you get in Berkshire and Surrey and Sussex, and maybe even places like Kent. I do like those places. Yeah, I certainly do. And I have got plans of actually getting myself down to those places and having a bit of a fly around, scaling living daylights out of the local wildlife there. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one, ladies and gentle people. Right, let's whoops, don't do that. Let's go this way. There we go. Just get through that gap there, and there we go. Yeah, whoops, a daisy. Steady on now. Easy tiger. Don't go mad now. Come on. There's lots of things to hit out there, so you want to take it nice and low and slow. Oh, here we go again. Can just about see it actually. Oh, I think we got away with that one. Yeah. Anyway, so how are we all then? Are we all doing well? Are we? Eh? We're still here, aren't we? After some of those religious people were saying, ooh, the 8th of April, the eclipse, you know, it's going to happen, the end of the world. I don't think the end of the world has happened quite yet. But there is some strange beliefs out there, I must say. I've got some kind of beliefs myself. I don't really talk about them much for fear of ridicule, I suppose. But yeah, I've kind of changed my. Oh, here we go. I've kind of changed my beliefs, let's say, over the past 24, 48 hours. Yeah, for reasons, let's say, for reasons which I can't really divulge on here without sort of giving too much away. Anyway, we're going to fly this bird back, and hopefully we'll get it back. And perhaps we might even go for another flight. Who knows? You might even be that lucky. Okay, right, flight number 3. Number 3, oh, here we go then, guys. My lucky number 3, lucky for some. Number 3, eh? Right then, let's take you through here, and we can see what we can see. I'll have a safe little flight through. Away she goes again. Oh yes, Drone Intrepid, eh? The Adventures of Andy's Drone. It goes where no drones have been before. Or no footsteps in some cases. Oh my gosh, look at this, eh? Into the wilds we go. Whoops. So we're going to go have a little exploration. Come back in one piece, Mr. Drone. Actually, big shout out to Martin. Martin was the one who suggested baking soda and super glue. And I think he also said try cotton wool. I said, cotton wool? What are you on about, Martin? Cotton wool and whoops, I don't want to go there. Cotton wool and super glue. You're having a laugh, ain't you? Pull the other one. It's got bells on, I thought. An actual fact, in sheer moments of desperation, you do try anything. And to be fair to Martin, it's done the job, mate. So thank you, Martin. You're an absolute star. Take a bow, sir. Take an absolute bow. Because you've come up trumps for Andy. There we go. But I don't know how many times I can keep crashing and fixing and crashing and fixing and whatever else. What I did earlier was to melt some plastic and to add it on. I guess that will probably work all the time, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't know. But I just wish someone would come up with some titanium kind of guards or something. That would be good. They could do that. That would work well, I think. Right then, let's dive back in the wood, shall we? Let's go Sasquatch and Yeti hunting. Come on, Mr. Yeti, we know you're in there somewhere. Yep, come out and show yourself. Okay. We mean peace. Ooh, it's a bit dark. I'm going to pop my little tone up a little bit there. ICU, I think they call it, or something like that. Oh, that's what I call it anyway. But whatever I do, it certainly makes the picture go a little bit whoops, so daisy, a little bit lighter anyway. Right. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's have a little fly through. No, not through. Let's not do that. Right. Okay. Here we go then. Crash number 2. I think we're all okay. Yeah, we're okay. It's good. Good. Solid. Brilliant. No problems at all. That's good. Right. Okay. So yeah, flight number 3, I think this is. Yep, flight number 3. We're going to take you, I think, yeah, let's go over that way once again, just into the wilds of the woods, just to see if there's anything interesting in there. You never know what you might find. As we get past all these wispy bits of long grass, Nephilim food, I suppose you could call that. Right then. Evidence of wildlife, let's say. Okay. Right then, see if we can find the lesser spotted Great British Yeti, or even the greater spotted one. I mean, I'm not too bothered. Either one will do me. I think the lesser spotted one is the less common one, let's say, especially in the UK. Yeah, but they have been spotted in and around these parts around about 50 million years ago or something like that. Anyway, yeah. So you never know. There might be some of his grandkids still hanging around, munching on leaves or something. Yeah. Anyway, so it's oh goodness, hang on a minute, let me just gather my drone back before I, again, it's those wispy little bits of grass which are kind of bringing it down or causing it to stumble, let's say, yeah, there we go, that's a good biblical quote, isn't it, right there? Cause it to stumble. Yeah, well, I've been stumbling lately, I must admit. I don't know how many sort of religious people are out there. You religious at all? I mean, I don't really like talking about religion per se, but you know, it's for some people it's a big thing, kind of, you know. I suppose in a way we've all got our little thoughts or whatever else. I suppose I kind of have, in a sense. Well, let's say I did have anyway. I'm quite a researcher, let's say. That's something which I don't put on my channel, you know, my Oxfordshire Man channel. I'm a bit of a researcher. I do like to study different things out for myself to come to another. I don't just take people's word for it. I like to study things through myself. I think that's a good quality to have. Otherwise, you know, you could quite easily kind of be sort of hoodwinked, if you like. Right, I kind of want to go over there really, but let's see if I can just go. I don't want to go up. If I go up, there might be a big branch up there waiting to take my drone down, and you can't see up on these drones. Not this particular drone, anyway. You can't see up, so you've got to kind of go the long, convoluted way around obstacles and things. Just that there are probably going to be some twigs above me, some branches and things. I don't really want to, you know. Anyway, so yeah, getting back to what I was saying, I'm waffling, aren't I? Yeah, just shut up, Andy, will you? Just fly your drone, concentrate. Shut up about things, okay? It's not really important right now. But it just, you know, I just like to talk about things which are on my mind, you know, and things which are bugging me lately. And I've got plenty of things bugging me, but, you know, I kind of come to a different understanding about things, you know, which I think is okay, you know. I think we're all kind of searching for the truth. I don't even think we can actually know what the truth is. Some people say, well, I've got the truth. The truth is in this book, whether it's a Bible, whether it's a Quran, whether it's a Torah or a Bhagavad Gita or your Upanishads or whatever else. They think they've got the truth, but really it's all based on hearsay and what's written in the book, pretty much. I think the best thing which we can be. Sorry, I'm hitting a lot of things here, guys. I'm not concentrating, am I? I think the best thing we can do, I think, is just to be the best people we can possibly be, to ourselves, and most importantly to our neighbour. So I think, can I get through that? Just about, I think. I think there are some good teachings, let's say, in some of the Gospels. The teachings of Jesus, that kind of thing. I think there's some good teachings there. Some people might disagree with me, but I think, to love your neighbour and do unto yourself, as you do to other people, I think that's a commendable thing to do myself. And I think if we all were to live like that, then I think, Earth would be a much better place. But we just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's so much the people. I think it's more the politicians and people with vested interests. I do kind of subscribe to the idea that humanity is being led and manipulated by a certain group of people, evil individuals. And do you know what? I don't even think that some of these are human. I know it sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? But just evil, wicked entities. I think they are filtering humanity down a path of destruction, which isn't obviously good for us, but it's probably okay for those people who are doing it, because they've got vested interests in business, I suppose you could say. We understand that war makes money. For the munitions company, it's the same as pharmaceutical industry. They don't want you well. They want a population which is just on the cusp all the time of being ill and feeling better, so they get you coming back time and time and time again for their medicines. That's what makes them rich. So they might even have a cure for cancer. They're not going to reveal it, because if they did, they would lose absolutely billions every year. They would lose billions. So they don't really want you well. They just want you coming back, buying their stuff all the time. So I think, this is nothing new. I think a lot of people think the way I do on that one. Anyway, there we go, people. That's my kind of tuppence worth. Anyway, we're down to 28%. I'm going to have to start bringing this thing back in a moment, otherwise you're going to get the beeps, which can be quite annoying at times. I'm going to pop my ICU up a little bit, I think, just to get it through the gap. I need to see where I'm going, you see. There's a little gap there. I'm just going to get a bit low to the ground. I'm going to try and bulldoze my way through the gaps, and perhaps make my way back towards myself, because any moment now he or she even, that's another thing which really knocks me off. You've got to be careful who you call she or him or her, male or female.
Landing.
No, don't do that. So come on, you're either a male or a female. Simple as that in my book anyway. And in some countries like Scotland, that can now land you in prison. I think it's deemed as a hate crime. How dare you call me a female or a male? I'm non-binary. What the heck does that mean? There we go. Okay, right, we'll bring it back now. I'm just over there pretty much. Had it in sight all the time. Okay, there we go, guys. Thank you for flying Air Andy. No incidences on that one. Had a few close calls though, didn't we? But you're going to get that with the amount of crap on the ground. But yeah, good fun that, flying it low and slow. interesting. I enjoy it. Hope you do too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Right, come to daddy. Come to daddy. There you go.